They say attraction is simple. A young guy with style, confidence, nice hair, a fit body, that's the kind of man women want, right? But if that was true, then reality wouldn't look so different. Because every day, beautiful young women choose older men instead of young guys who are trying their best to impress them. She ignores the boy who is showing off, but she replies to the older man's message first. She sits close to him. She listens to him. She feels different around him. Her voice softens, her eyes shine, her behavior changes, and people watching wonder, why him? The answer is simple, but almost nobody understands it. Older men don't compete with younger men. They replace them quietly, naturally, and without effort. Not because of money, not because of looks, not because of status, but because they understand a psychological truth young men never learned. Women don't fall for the man who looks the best. They fall for the man who makes them feel safe, understood, and emotionally at peace. Welcome to Be Feminine, a place where we reveal the hidden psychology of attraction, desire, and love. If you're new here, subscribe, because what you learn on this channel will change how you think about relationships forever. The world tells you women want muscles, height, swag, confidence, youth. But that's not how the female mind works. Attraction isn't what a woman sees. Attraction is what a woman feels, and older men make women feel something younger men don't: emotional safety and emotional maturity. Imagine this scene. A young woman sits beside an older man who isn't trying to impress her. He's not showing off, not trying to be the funniest person in the room, not competing with other men. He's calm. He's comfortable with himself. His energy is steady, not loud, and she slowly feels herself relax, like her heart just put down a heavy bag it has been carrying for too long. Women walk through life pretending to be strong, pretending nothing hurts them, pretending they are fine. But that's because most men make them feel unsafe emotionally. Younger men are unpredictable. One day they are warm, the next day they pull away. One day they want only her, the next they are flirting with someone else. One moment they act like adults, the next moment they act like boys. That unpredictability kills trust, and without trust, a woman can never open her heart. Older men, on the other hand, create peace around a woman. They don't beg for attention. They don't get insecure if another man looks at her. They don't panic if she needs space. They don't try to prove they are worthy. They already know their value. That calm confidence makes a woman feel safe, not controlled, not owned, just safe. And safety is the deepest desire of the female heart. When a woman feels emotionally safe with a man, she can finally stop pretending, stop performing, stop acting strong. She can be real. She can be soft. She can be herself. That comfort is rare, and rare is attractive. Younger men want to be admired. Older men make a woman feel admired. Younger men try to impress. Older men quietly understand. Younger men chase. Older men attract. That difference is everything. A woman doesn't fall in love with a man because he is perfect. She falls because she feels peaceful when she is around him. That peace is addictive. It makes her want to stay. It makes her trust him. It makes her see him differently than every boy she has ever met. That is why so many women choose older men, even when nobody else understands it. The world sees age, but a woman feels energy. And older men have an emotional presence that younger men don't possess. And this is only the beginning, because older men use several hidden psychological techniques that make women feel seen, valued, and desired on a level most younger guys can't reach. Here's the first secret older men use to attract younger women, and it's something younger men almost never learn. Older men don't chase, yet women chase them. A younger guy sees a beautiful girl and instantly thinks he must win her. He starts trying too hard. He compliments her too fast, replies too quickly, asks for attention, tries to impress her, worries about losing her. And the more effort he puts in, the less she feels attracted. Because when a man chases a woman too eagerly, it sends a silent message. You are above me, and I need to earn you. Instantly, the woman feels she has the upper hand. She becomes the prize, and he becomes the one seeking approval. But older men move differently. When an older man likes a woman, he is interested, but never desperate. He offers attention without begging. He shows interest without losing dignity. He can enjoy a woman, but he doesn't need her to feel complete, and that small difference changes everything. Women are naturally drawn to confidence, and nothing shows confidence more than a man who doesn't chase. When a younger guy sees a woman drifting away, he panics and tries harder. When an older man sees the same situation, he becomes calmer. He lets her go. He gives her space. He's not afraid of losing her because he knows one thing younger men don't. If she wants to leave, nothing will keep her. If she wants to stay, nothing will pull her away. That emotional maturity is power. It makes a woman respect him because she can feel he is not fighting for control, he has control. A woman can sense when a man's world does not fall apart just because she is there or not, and that feeling makes her more attracted because it tells her he has a life, confidence, purpose, a foundation. Younger men often make a woman their entire world. Older men make her part of a world that already exists. That is far more attractive. It's the difference between a man who says, "Please choose me," and a man whose presence silently says, "If you want to leave, the door is open. But if you stay, you'll stay because you feel safe, respected, and valued." Women are not attracted to desperation. They are attracted to certainty. When a man is comfortable with himself, she becomes comfortable with him. When he doesn't chase, she wonders why. She becomes curious. She starts thinking about him. She starts wanting his attention. She starts chasing him. And this is where the real psychology comes in. Humans value what feels hard to get. It's not just women, it's human nature. Think about it, the things we chase the hardest are the things we are least sure about, and the things we obtain too easily are the ones we take for granted. When a woman sees a man giving everything too quickly, she feels that he would give that same attention to anyone. But when a man moves slowly, thoughtfully, confidently, she starts believing his interest is special and meaningful. Older men create that feeling effortlessly. They don't rush. They don't pressure her. They don't flood her with compliments. They stay calm, present, unbothered. And when a woman sees a man like that, her heart becomes curious. Why isn't he trying to impress me? Why isn't he chasing me like other men? Why is he so calm? What makes him so confident? Curiosity is the beginning of attraction. Attraction is the beginning of desire. And while younger men try to convince a woman to choose them, older men make her want to convince herself. The more she wonders about him, the more invested she becomes emotionally, and most of the time, she doesn't even realize it. She starts texting first. She starts initiating conversations. She starts trying to get his attention without feeling forced. And soon, something powerful happens. The girl who never chased anyone starts chasing him. And the truth is, she isn't chasing his age. She's chasing his energy. Because emotional maturity is rare, and rare is irresistible. The second secret older men use is something far more powerful than not chasing. They listen in a way younger men never do. Most young men hear a woman's words. Older men hear her feelings, and that single difference makes a woman emotionally attached without even realizing it. When a woman talks, she isn't just giving information, she is expressing emotion, stress, fear, hope, confusion, insecurity, and desire. Younger men respond quickly, casually, or distractedly. She says, "I had a long day," and a young guy responds, "Oh, okay." Conversation ends. But an older man hears something different. When she says, "I had a long day," he hears the exhaustion in her voice. He hears the tension. He feels the emotion behind the sentence. And instead of just, "Oh," he responds with, "What happened?" or "Tell me what's stressing you." With those few words, she feels something almost no young guy ever gives her: emotional presence. Suddenly, she feels understood instead of ignored. A woman may forget compliments, gifts, even romance, but she never forgets the man who listened to her heart. That's why older men are unforgettable. They don't talk to impress, they talk to connect. They don't interrupt her stories. They don't brush off her emotions, they take her seriously. And when a woman feels deeply understood by a man, she bonds with him. Not slowly, not cautiously, instinctively. It's how the female brain is wired. A woman feels closest to the man who understands her feelings, not the one who just hears her words. Younger men think listening is about silence. Older men know listening is about attention, the way they look into her eyes when she speaks, the way their voice softens when she looks sad, the patience they show when she needs to vent. Younger guys get annoyed when women express emotions. Older men know emotions are how women connect, so she starts telling him things she never told anyone before. She opens up about her childhood, her dreams, her pain, her fears, the secret parts of herself nobody sees. And the moment she opens that emotional door, something happens inside her. She becomes emotionally invested, not because he forced it, not because he demanded it, but because she felt safe enough to be vulnerable. And vulnerability creates attachment. When a woman feels safe talking to a man, she starts needing him. She misses him when something good happens because she wants to share it. She misses him when something bad happens because he makes her feel calm. She starts thinking about him before sleeping, or when she's stressed, or when life feels heavy. And soon, she realizes something powerful. She trusts him. Trust is the foundation of desire, because desire means nothing if a woman doesn't feel emotionally safe. Older men give that naturally. It isn't planned. It isn't a strategy. It's who they are, and women feel that. Younger men hear problems and want to fix them. Older men hear emotions and want to understand them. Younger men say, "You're overthinking." Older men say, "Help me understand what's making you feel this way." Younger men get defensive. Older men get patient. Younger men argue to win. Older men communicate to solve. And a woman will always choose peace over excitement. She will choose the man who listens over the man who reacts. She will choose emotional connection over physical attraction. And once she feels emotionally at home with a man, it no longer matters how many younger or more handsome guys are around. They lose. He wins. Quietly, effortlessly, naturally, because he gives her something they don't, a place where her heart can rest. And there's something even deeper. When a woman feels understood, she becomes softer. She becomes more feminine, more affectionate, more loyal, more emotionally open, because a woman's softness is a response to a man's emotional safety. That is why a woman may look cold, distant, complicated with one man, but loving and gentle with another. The difference wasn't her. The difference was how safe she felt. Older men create that safety. The next secret older men use is something every woman feels immediately, even before a single word is spoken: their presence. Younger men walk into a room trying to be noticed. Older men walk in already knowing who they are. That calm confidence is magnetic. A younger guy might raise his voice to seem confident, interrupt others to prove he's important, or try to look dominant. But a real man doesn't need to prove anything. He doesn't need attention. He doesn't need validation. His silence is louder than other men's noise. And a woman can sense it instantly. When she sits with an older man, she feels his energy is controlled, grounded, steady. He notices everything, but he doesn't react emotionally. He doesn't panic. He doesn't get jealous over small things. He doesn't feel threatened by other men. He is comfortable in his skin. That stability is rare in younger men, and it's one of the biggest reasons women fall for older ones. Younger men have ego. Older men have self-control, and nothing feels safer to a woman than a man whose emotions don't explode or crumble. A woman's heart is deeply sensitive to emotional energy. When a man is insecure, jealous, or easily triggered, she feels unsafe. But an older man is like calm weather, predictable, peaceful, warm. When she's upset, he doesn't argue aggressively. He becomes softer, quieter, more patient. When she makes a mistake, he doesn't attack. He understands. When she feels insecure, he doesn't mock her. He reassures her. When she gets emotional, he doesn't say, "You're too sensitive." He listens. He holds space. He respects her feelings. And that experience is rare, so rare that it becomes unforgettable. Many women have only experienced men who react, explode, or escape. So when she meets a man with emotional balance, her heart attaches before she realizes what's happening. She feels at home. She feels protected. She feels understood. And once a woman feels emotionally safe with a man, she will never truly want anyone else. Younger men confuse loudness with strength. Older men understand that stillness is strength. Real strength is not a raised voice, it is controlled emotion. Real confidence is not bragging, it is self-respect. And women sense that instantly. There is also something deeper. Older men know how to lead without controlling. Their confidence makes decisions easier. Their maturity brings clarity. They don't ask, "What do you want to do?" every second. They take initiative, but respectfully. They know when to protect, when to give freedom, when to be firm, and when to be gentle. And this is the kind of leadership women crave: a man who doesn't control her life, but makes her life feel safer and more stable. This is why a woman becomes more feminine around an older man. Her softness unlocks because she doesn't feel like she needs to defend herself. She can relax into her emotions. She can open her heart without fear. And that is when she becomes deeply emotionally attached to him. Another thing women love about older men is that they don't rush intimacy. Younger men are quick, impatient, thinking everything must happen fast. But older men move slowly, intentionally, allowing connection to grow naturally. That patience makes a woman feel respected, not used. It gives her the space to trust, to open up, to fall in love at her own pace. And when a woman feels safe enough to be vulnerable, she connects with a depth she never reaches with men who move too fast. Older men also carry a different type of charm, effortless charm. They don't rely on pickup lines or fake confidence. Their humor is natural, their conversation has depth, and their silence is comfortable. Being with them feels peaceful, not stressful. And soon she realizes something powerful. She doesn't want to impress him, she wants to be herself. When a woman stops performing and starts being real, she bonds deeply. This is why younger guys lose women they think they deserve, while older men win women everyone else wants. Not because of age, not because of money, but because of emotional energy. A woman may be attracted to a younger man's looks, but she falls in love with an older man's presence, the kind of presence that feels like protection, peace, comfort, maturity, and understanding all at once. A presence she can trust, a presence she can lean on, a presence she doesn't want to lose. And maybe the most surprising part of all is this: younger women don't fall for older men quickly. It happens slowly, quietly, almost invisibly. It starts with comfort. It turns into trust, and before she realizes it, he becomes the person she opens up to when her world feels confusing, when her emotions feel heavy, when her thoughts feel too loud. She can be soft around him. She can be feminine around him. She can relax her guard and stop pretending. Around younger males, many girls feel judged, compared, or pressured. But around a mature man, she feels accepted. That is the real secret older men use: emotional safety. He does not try to control her. He does not try to change her. He simply gives her space to be herself. And women fall for the men who make them feel safe to be vulnerable. This is the psychology people ignore. Love is not built from attraction alone. It grows from emotional comfort, from consistency, from presence. Older men know how to be present. They don't fear silence. They don't push for attention. They don't make a woman feel like she has to perform just to keep them interested. Their maturity becomes irresistible. Their patience becomes attractive. Their stability becomes magnetic. And younger women are not naive. They know the world is full of boys who only chase when it's fun and disappear when it gets real. So when a woman finds a man who knows what he wants, who treats her gently, who listens to her heart instead of just admiring her body, she feels something rare. She feels chosen. Women don't fall for older men because of age, they fall because of how they are treated. Because a mature man doesn't take her for granted. He listens to the things she doesn't say out loud. He notices emotional changes others ignore. If she's quiet, he asks what's wrong. If she's scared, he becomes her strength. And when life gets heavy, he becomes her calm. You see, young girls don't want luxury, perfection, or a perfect body. They want emotional intelligence. They want maturity. They want understanding. And when an older man gives that, he becomes unforgettable. The younger boys wonder how he attracts women without even trying. But the answer is simple. He understands the feminine mind. He knows a woman blooms when she feels valued. He knows her heart opens when she feels protected. He knows love grows where she feels understood. That's why older men don't compete with younger boys. They don't need to. A mature man never fights for attention. He earns it through presence. And now, as this lesson ends, here's the truth people rarely admit. Women are not complicated. They only want what men rarely provide: stability, emotional connection, mental maturity, calm confidence. When a man gives this, age becomes just a number, and attraction becomes something deeper, stronger, and longer lasting. So the next time someone asks, why do younger women fall for older men? Tell them the truth. Because he treats her the way she always wished someone would. He respects her mind. He cherishes her femininity. He never makes her feel small. A woman falls for the man who gives her emotional peace. And emotional peace is the most powerful love language. And now, as we close this video, remember this. Real attraction isn't about looks, age, or money. It's about connection. It's about presence. It's about understanding the psychological needs of the feminine heart. And that is what powerful men learn. If you enjoyed this deep psychological breakdown and want more content about feminine behavior, attraction, and emotional intelligence, make sure you stay with us. This is Be Feminine, where we decode the secret language of the feminine heart. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching. Stay feminine, stay confident, and we will meet again in the next video.